What is going on, guys? This is Spade. You typically don't see these types of videos from me, but I got this game on Tuesday. I got a release date, and typically, I'll just play it, put the videos up. Whoever watches it watches it. Now, what I'm doing right now, a little bit of, let's call this a game review. My official Prototype 2 game review. Now, this game, it was fun for like the first hour and a half, 2 hours. Because that's about the time it takes for you to notice the new animations, the new textures, and so forth. But about hour 3 or 4 in, you realize certain enemies do the same thing. Like whenever you get to the other infected called the Evolved, which are people just like you. They have the same powers as you and everything. They do the same little blocking and slam mechanic if you try to air approach them. And then that was one of the cool things that this game added. I love that. The being able to hunt, the hunt mechanic was really fun. I did like that. And then if you're gliding and you're using the hunt mechanic, you can just lock onto that person and just like air assassinate them like motherfucking Altair and shit. That was pretty sweet. But overall, compared to the first game, like I don't like the typical Infamous Prototype comparisons because they're nothing alike. Whenever I was live streaming this whole game, we had a couple of people in there asking that question. They're not alike outside of the open sandbox world. And some guy even told me, he's like, yeah, they're exactly alike. It's an open sandbox. You start with a character and they evolve over the course of the game. And I was like, wow, really? You just described, character mechanics of every fucking game out there. Every character evolves throughout the course of their game and gains new abilities and shit. If that's the case, Prototype and Infamous are just like Final Fantasy, if you want to break it down like that. But anyways, like I'm saying, in comparison to the first game, I personally like the first game better. I think Alex Mercer is a more likable character. He is the anti-hero type outside of just this token black guy out for revenge against token white guy is really kind of it's not played out very well. I didn't really care for it. I didn't like it. The animations were cool. And if you do the 5 weeks of RadNet content, if you buy this within I think it's the first week or two in the launch window, it has like a little sticker right here that says RadNet content or RadNet edition. And like what it is, it gets you access to the content for 5 weeks. It's basically it's like leaderboard rankings through certain challenges and stuff. Like you kill this many people in this much time, or like the first ones that were unlocked were dive bomb this and kill as many people and shit like that. But if you place if you place in all these events, you unlock the Alex Mercer skin for use, which I know a lot of people are going to be rocking the shit out of that. And spoiler on this one that you have to unlock it by doing these events. But one thing that was not in this one, in the straight up game, that was in the first one, was the armor. And in the first game, once you progressed nearly to the end, Alex Mercer had that armor form that he could change into. And this one, he doesn't have it in the game. Like I think it's on week 4. I think under the menus I read right, it was May 29th. May 29th, if you've placed in all the events, and everything, and you don't got to get gold or platinum or anything like that. If you just bronze it out, and complete the challenges, which the challenges aren't hard. They're easily achievable by people. On May 29th, you'll get the Heller armor skin. And that, I'm not going to lie, the picture of his armor is very fucking awesome. Like his character design, not so awesome. It's pretty generic. If you actually look at the jacket and the hood, it's really kind of copy and paste from Alex, just slight variation. So it's down, but his armor form that they show the picture of in the RadNet menus is pretty sick. But honestly, this I wouldn't recommend anyone pay $60 for at all. I got mine for like 20. Because I had a couple of games that I literally wasn't playing and traded them in. And don't worry, guys, it wasn't Call of Duty or Battlefield. I kept those, but but this game definitely $20, $30 tops. Unless you just really want the Alex Mercer stuff, then you have to get it within the certain window, which you're going to pay $60 for. Not a lot of replayability. I am done with the game entirely, except for doing the RadNet stuff, just so I can get the armor forms and the Alex Mercer skin and so forth. That's the only way I'm playing this game now. And if anyone wants to see me live stream it, naturally I'll live stream it. But in terms of the game, I'm not going to do a point scale or anything like that. That's not me. I'll give you like a dollar scale, and like I just said, $20 to $30 range. You know, that's really it. Like, I wouldn't. It does not warrant a full $60 price tag. If you got the bonus collector's edition, which I think was $80, you're an idiot. But this game, based on the first one, I was one of the people that had a lot of faith in the first one. I paid $60 for the first game, and it let me down in terms of the overall aspect of it. But the first one had some fun things, body surfing. Who doesn't fucking like the body surfing in the first one? That's back in this one, and you don't have to buy it. But other than that, guys, definitely rent it. It's definitely a rent game. You can literally complete it in one day. I think my game time just on the main story and all the Blacknet stuff. There's side quests you can do called Blacknet. All the Blacknet content, I did all that in about 6-7 hours. That was it. So, one sitting, of course. But anyways, guys, this was Spade. Hope you enjoyed this, I guess, kind of mini review. It went on a little bit longer than I expected it to, but definitely, it's a fun game. Rent it. Mindless self-indulgence, you know, random killing people, bio bombs are the shit. You know, throwing them into useless crowds of people. And climbing up the Empire State Building and dropping people off is still fun. But anyways, guys, later. Have fun.